I never know if you're going to go John Gallagher Jr. or Johnny G.
I never know either. I just kind of I wing it every time. Hi, I'm John Gallagher Jr., and you're watching B-Way Show.
So we are here at the Longacre Theater, Swept Away, coming to Broadway, and I will be at your invited dress on Monday.
Oh, you're coming? Yes! I'm told that it's going to be more full than your average invited dress, so
Ooh.
I'm very excited for that, and now suddenly a little nervous.
You're
I was
gonna rock
counting
it.
on like a half house,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be quite at capacity, I'm told, so that should be thrilling. Yeah.
This is so cool getting to see the set here. This is not the first run of Swept Away, but it's the first one coming to Broadway from Berkeley to DC, now Broadway. What can folks expect from this show?
I mean, it is an action-packed 90 minutes. I don't know how John Logan did it, but he found some way to make a relatively short night of theater feel like a lifetime of an emotional experience. It really runs the gamut. Like it's peaks and valleys, and it checks every single box. It's thrilling, it's terrifying, it's exciting, it's joyous. It asks really intense questions of its audience. I just think it's unlike any piece of theater that I myself have ever seen, and certainly it's unlike any piece of theater that I've been on the inside of.
Wow. Okay, so we teased Forest Hill Stadium. Can you let everyone know what we were doing there?
Oh my gosh, we were at the Forest Hills Stadium May 17th. I remember the date exactly because I thought that I was just going to see the Avett Brothers. We had all been invited to see, it was the second night of their tour that they had just kicked off for their new record. We were going to go as guests of the Avett, say hi to them because they've become collaborators and friends through the years working on this show. But it wasn't until that afternoon that I got a call from our producer that said, actually, we're going to announce the Broadway run tonight, and you were going to join the Avett Brothers on stage to sing "Swept Away." Yeah. So you might want to get to the stadium a little bit early. And it was I don't really remember it, to be honest with you. It was a seat of the pants sort of moment. But much of this experience has been just that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it because we ran into each other just like in the proscenium, like outside, and I was like, did I know this before you?
You probably did. I'm sure a lot of people. I'm often the last to know things. I don't know what it is about me. I'm never in the know until it's too late.
Well, we are in the know right now about Swept Away. So if you were to describe the show to your friends, what would you say?
I say it's like a gothic musical adventure. It's a kind of a ghost story. It feels like a Melville short story. It's a hell of a ride. It really is. It's hard to describe. It's like friends of mine come to see it, and they're even like my representatives, my agents, my parents that saw it for the first time. They were like, "Oh, you told me what this was going to be, and nothing really prepared me for the actual event of seeing it in person." So it's hard to describe, but it's quite a night. It really is. It's one of those you surrender yourself over to it, and it really is. It's magic. It's transported theater.
Favorite Avett Brothers song?
I have such a soft spot for a song off of the Emotionalism record called Paranoia in B-flat major. That was just like, I'd loved them for years before that record, but I remember when that came out, it was just on a loop. I listened to it over and over again. I was doing Spring Awakening at the time when that record came out. I was 22 years old. It was 2007, and I just played that CD until it wouldn't play anymore. Basically, I was obsessed. I love that song.
And it is really cool that someone who is such a fan of their music, you've seen them how many times?
Oh gosh, I've lost count, but I think it's about 16, 17 concerts since 2005, which was the first time I saw them.
So to be leading this show as such a fan of the Avett Brothers, it's such a cool world colliding moment.
It is. It's overwhelming. I just was thinking about it this morning, actually, before I left for rehearsal. I was just thinking, like, God, what an honor to be. I was thinking because today marks the day that Green Day just released I guess it's now like a almost 20-year anniversary since American Idiot came out, and I got to do the American Idiot Broadway production with Michael Mayer, and just thinking like, oh my God, to be of service of these bands that I admire so much, to be in service of their vision to help the Avett Brothers, realize, a step in their process, in their journey as musicians, to be a small part of their legacy is just, it's beyond, I can't quite find the words. It's a true honor.
Love that. Any final words for the fans?
Please come and see Swept Away. It's unlike anything else I think you'll see on Broadway this season. I'm very proud of it. See
you at the show.